What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Industrialized. We are going to start off this episode as usual with the nice little recap. So you'll see some new machines here. We have some Ender IO machines. This one is like an alloy smelter, I think it is. And we have like a sag mill or something. It's like a macerator. And these are running off my generators over on the other side. We have a nice exact crafting table here. I've updated some more chests. And so let's go outside and take a look around. I put a clock up here, and these are some Tinker's drying racks. You can put like zombie flesh on those, and within a few minutes they dry out and you can eat them. So it's a pretty good source of food. We've added a path onto the little area here. And I needed some basalt, so I kind of put some water on top of the volcano over here and turned a lot of it to some ugly cobble. In hindsight, I probably should have just tried to take the source blocks off the top and just prevented the water from trickling, or the lava from trickling down the sides, but yeah, I'll probably just put like a quarry on top of it eventually and just mine the whole thing down. I've been doing it manually as I need it, but that's a pain. I have ladders on the other side that go up. So in here we have, I think I showed you this already, our mossy cobble generator. As long as any cobble blocks are touching a mossy cobble in water, they will eventually turn into mossy cobble, so there's that. I use that for the Tinker's moss. And I've redone the generators over here. I disconnected this for now because I have a ton of cobble. But we have conduits coming out of here and into an Ender IO capacitor, which is full, 250,000 Minecraft joules, and then this pipe goes down and all the way under and over to my base. So that's how I'm using some power. I was getting kind of tired of using coal and charcoal, so this is way better. The garden, I think this cotton is new. I did find some cotton, so we can just right click on these and harvest those, and then we can take the cotton and go like that and make string. And I think you can go like this to make that, and then you get seeds out of it. So then you can plant those and you have endless supplies of cotton and string. Alright. So while I've been waiting for some stuff to process up here, I have been mining like crazy. You'll see on my hotbar here I have List Smasher, which is a Tinker's forge hammer, or is it just a hammer? I'm not sure. But it's pretty awesome, and then it does like a 3x3 area, and it's the same as the shovel, the excavator. So if we go down here, here's my mine. This is kind of just like a little area where I store some stuff before I bring it up top. So we have all these 3x3 caverns that go all the way down. This is like a branch mine on steroids. I'm getting a lot of mob spawns, unfortunately. It's kind of annoying. Getting way up in there. So I'll show you real quick how the hammer works, if I can clear out an area here. Well, I'll show you the shovel right here. Boom. And then if I right click with the hammer, I can place a torch because it's beside it like that. So now, let's see, 1, 2, I'll start mining here. And then we just go like this. Mine a couple blocks and put a torch. And just repeat this for however long you want. And it's made of stone, so it makes it easier to repair. It's stone with diamond modifier to give it 500 extra durability. And yeah, you just put it in here, and it's easy to repair. You don't need all these fancy metals and stuff. So there's that, and we'll go back up top. I do have another area here where I'm going to mine at level 26 apparently, and I think I'll be able to find some apatite and copper and less rare materials at that level, I think. I'll show you how much stuff I've got so far. I've got a ton. So I have, these are blocks. Like I have so much stuff I've put in blocks. 50 diamonds. Tons of lapis. I've already used a ton of lapis on my tools. Yeah. Mostly just redstone and coal is what I've been pulling up. And diamonds. And then all this stuff. Like 24 gold ore. I already have 32 ingots, so once I get my base built, I'll have a pretty good stockpile of resources that I can use. So I don't think there's anything else real important to show you. The whole purpose of this video is it's going to be the time lapse for my my build out here. So you'll be seeing that next. And here is the last thing I wanted to show you before the time lapse is the OpenBlocks hang glider. So you just fire it on your back and then whee! Awesome way to get around. So with this, we'll transition into the time lapse and we'll see you next time. And that, my friends, is the rough outline of my new base. So, basically, like the top part is how I want it. I like the way this looks. The inside, I'll put in some like walls, and I'll make it into sections, and I'll put like a stairway, or maybe like a OpenBlocks elevator or something to go down to the lower levels. And like the flooring is just cobble right now. I don't know if I'll leave that, or I might replace it with something that looks better. Same goes for the sides. Like these are all cobble, but I might put a pattern into it, or I might replace it entirely with a better looking brick or something. Not sure yet. I just didn't have, like, it was hard enough to get these supplies to make the top part of it. So I kind of just wanted to rough it in with cobble, and that way I just have a more permanent place that I can set up my base, and you know what I mean? That way I don't have to keep working around the confines of my little base down there. So I don't know if I'll move these into here, or I'll make another set in the basement here. I need to figure out, like I said, a stairway or an elevator or some way to get inside. I might put some doors down on the bottom there. I might put some farms or something back here. But now that we have this in place, we can at least start to make a more permanent base and get into some more advanced stuff. Like I want to get a jetpack, so I want to get into IndustrialCraft fairly soon. I don't know how soon, but a jetpack would be really useful. And one thing I did is on the top up here, I put half slabs on top of the stone bricks because mobs are spawning like crazy up here. So as far as I know, they don't spawn on half slabs. So instead of lighting this up with a bunch of torches and kind of looking ugly, I just put half slabs on it, and I like the way it raises up above the windows anyway, the glass, so I like that. I don't know if this is going to be permanent. I might change the design of this. It was kind of just something I did on the fly. I was like, wow, I should put some skylights in here as I was doing the time lapse, and the camera was slowly moving around, so I was like, I gotta think fast, so I put those, and I think it looks alright. It just depends on how I lay the rooms out on the inside. So a lot of the stuff, I'll probably start moving stuff into here. Like I said, and I'll put a thing down in the basement. I'll kind of do some more polish on it, more than likely off camera, because it's a lot of stuff that's going to be time consuming, and making the time lapse was a lot of work. I set up another computer for it, and I logged in my other account, and hopefully it turned out cool. I haven't actually watched it myself yet, so but yeah, so this is our base, and I'll kind of fart around with it off camera a bit and see what I can come up with.
Not